Will this be the new Tesla of smartphones? So, we all know the story, like 45 plus years ago, Steve Jobs and Wozniak founded Apple Computers, but they didn't really invent the computer. So back then they took parts of other computer companies and put them together in their own very specific way with nice design, different philosophy, different pricing, and they came up with Apple Computers. A few years later, many decades after, they reinvented the computer industry with the introduction, of course, of the iPod, then the iPhone, the iPad, MacBook, Apple Watch, you know, the list goes on and on and on, and creating also a match between their Apple hardware and the software, and that becomes their unique ecosystem. But they didn't invent the MP3 player or the computer or the smartphone. Yeah, so they took whatever they had back then from different areas and did a mix, they twitch it in their own way, and yeah, they have great products. They took what was out there and they rearranged it in ways that nobody else was doing back then. And within this ecosystem that they created, I found it very hard even to imagine using another company's ecosystem. In a similar way, Tesla Motors, or better said, Elon Musk, used this pattern as well. He didn't invent the car, right? He looked what was out there and reinvented in his own way. Yes, I know the electric car was invented more than 100 years ago, but that's a different story. At the same time, Elon Musk didn't present himself to the world in the way that Apple does with their keynotes.
Hey everyone!
The first time I watched Elon Musk on stage, I thought, that's weird. This guy looks like completely improvised. He has no script. On the contrary to Apple keynotes that you can see every little detail is well thought and there is no room for mistake, Elon Musk is completely the opposite. So in a way, Elon was, or still is, nothing like Apple when it comes to present a new product. He's completely like,
To the moon!
You know, you saw him. So whether you like it or not, you cannot deny that Tesla has become the leading manufacturer of electric cars. And it looks like he's also kind of building its own Tesla-ish ecosystem. It's not quite there yet because there are not many products to share the information with, but who knows, maybe with the introduction of this Tesla bot or the Robotaxi, and who knows what else might come up. And don't forget that Apple CarPlay or Android Auto are still not compatible with Tesla. So in a way it's saying, no, take it easy, I'm taking care of my own ecosystem, I will leave you guys out. So the same way other smartphone companies are copying and competing with Apple, almost all car manufacturers, old and new ones, are going towards an electrification of their fleet. So in a way they're also competing or copying in some way or another with Tesla. And don't forget that Tesla started about 20 years ago, so they have a good advantage in the field. So then it's 2020 and this guy joins the party, Carl Pei, former co-founder of OnePlus and actual founder of Nothing, a consumer electronics company. So he's trying a mix of both, like Apple and Tesla, looking out what else is out there, copying, twitching it, and putting it out there in their own way, with their own design, their own philosophy, and so on. Their first product was this pair of headphones, the Nothing Ear One, which are actually quite good. Very interesting design, the transparency, but they're good, competitive, innovative, good sound, good quality, good price, but they didn't invent the Bluetooth earbuds. And their second product, the Nothing Phone One, it's actually very interesting. It's very nice, it has a very nice design. It has very much the iPhone design, with the flat edges and everything. It's very interesting, I like it. You see, they're following also a pattern. They are copying what it's out there, twitching it their own way, and putting it in the market in a different way, making it more appealing for you and me, so you can buy it. And there's nothing really mind-blowing about this phone, besides the glyph interface that, yes, it lights and all these things, which is actually pretty cool, but oh my god, the hype around it, it's a little bit too much. Nevertheless, is just another new smartphone. Don't get me wrong, I like it and I'm pretty sure it works just fine. So that brings me to the next question. Will I switch after 10 plus years in the Apple ecosystem? So I never own an Android device or a Windows for that matter. So it's kind of a tricky question, right? What would you do? There were just a few times in the past where I was really struggling with Apple after a few software updates where some things stopped working, or the compatibility with older phones or older devices was not working anymore, and I was really pissed off that I thought, man, this makes no sense. Only back then I was thinking on switching, like to Google Pixel for example, but I never did. So I did a switch once. I switched from a combustion engine car to an electric car, but that was actually much easier because, well, watch my other videos for that, but was not that hard, no? And Apple's ecosystem, it's very complex, and at the moment nothing, it's actually offering not that much, 2 products, so the ecosystem is not there yet. Going back to my first question, will this be the next Tesla of smartphones? So Apple in a way reinvented the smartphone. Tesla is still reinventing the way we think about cars, and nothing will it reinvent the smartphone again. So until then, we'll have to wait and see. See you guys on the next one. Bye.